Good evening, everyone. I am Arjun from Bangalore. Today, I will be doing my core task 13, which is reviewing a book. Today, I will be reviewing apna, haath, and jagannath. Well, to start off with, this is a sort of a handbook for all of us who stammer. It's a very beautifully and precisely written book by Dr. Sachin. I think the best part about this book is it is very concise. Generally, if you read books on stammering, they are very voluminous and sometimes it is pretty time consuming. I think Dr. Sachin has gone through a lot of resources, picked up the best from all the sources and compiled it in this book very beautifully. Well, as I said, it is very concise. I actually took a printout of the book and it is very lightweight, it's very portable sort of a book. And I think it deals with stammering in a very stepwise and orderly way, where it first and foremost teaches us about what is stammering and what is the source of stammering and how acceptance is the way forward. I think that is the key word because this book says that unless we accept our stammering, there is no way out. So, what we do about our stammering is our choice. But if we don't accept it, then every moment of life will be a suffering because we are always living in that constant turmoil, thinking about every sound that we have to make and the people we have to meet, the situations in life. Rather than enjoying the speech, it becomes a very big burden for us. Again, one wonderful thing in the book is to build a hierarchy of events. That is to begin with something which is easy for us and to keep upping the ante and to keep going to slightly more difficult levels. That is also a wonderful thing in the book, that normally we try to cut short the process and go directly to the biggest step or hurdle. That is not the way. We need to go in a stepwise approach from easy to difficult situations. Acceptance is one thing which is taught very well in the book, that we need to first maybe discuss it with ourselves, maybe in the shower, keep reminding ourselves that yes, I have a stammer, and then maybe with your pets and kids at home and with family and gradually friends and colleagues, and build it up to such an extent that we will be able to casually discuss stammer with anyone. And if someone asks us, do you stammer? We can just give a simple yes without the need to justify or explain. So acceptance is one of the basic things, and secondly, it is about knowing our stammer. The book shows us how we can know our stammer by recording audios and videos and asking people, because unless we know what we are doing while we stammer, there is no way we can rectify it. Knowing what we do physically, mentally, as in the thought process, how we look like, what are we doing physically, and how do we sound, and not just that, but also what are the emotions running through us at that moment. Basically, knowing our stammer in totality, inside out, is very important. And once we are able to be aware of this, Next is putting into practice a few speech techniques that the two major techniques are bouncings and prolongations, followed by pausing, which should be a very easy and pleasant pausing. And similarly, voluntary stammering is one thing which I really liked in this book, because it enables us to be able to come to grips with our stammering. One of the great ways to build acceptance is to start voluntarily stammering in a controlled way. So this book deals with those physical or the techniques as well, including block corrections, and also it deals with few of the soft skills for communication, like listening well, maintaining eye contact well, and focusing on breathing. And not just that, it also focuses on the inner consciousness or awareness while speaking, to expand this consciousness into every aspect of life, every moment of life. Not to restrict this just to the speech, but to have consciousness as a background always. That again enables us to realize what we are doing while speaking, and enables us to make those smooth transitions while speaking. Overall, I have to say, I think it's been 1 year since I started using this book. I have read it about 3 or 4 times, and every time I read it, I learn something new. And it is put in such a simplified way that anybody can understand and follow. I think with this book, almost all the vital information about stammering is included. I don't think we need anything else on the whole. It's a beautifully constructed book, and if we are able to apply that in the practical world in a very systematic way and practical way, along with being a part of support groups like TISA and self-help groups, I'm sure it's a matter of time before we start enjoying the speech and enjoying communication. Thank you.